Yeah, act scared. If anyone knows where the bodies are buried, it's me and David.
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Well, on behalf of myself and my family, I just want to say thank you all for being here. This has been wonderful to see you all in the same place with all your stories about things that he's done or may not admit to have done over the years. And I also want to thank Linda for all the effort that she put into this over the last couple of months. Thank you so much, Linda. This has been wonderful. Thank you all for sharing your stories of how much Dennis has meant to you and all the experiences you've shared with him. I would also like to apologize for all of the puns and good comedy you may have endured. I'm so sorry. Many of you know Dennis as a writer and a musician who prides himself in his preparedness, creativeness, and easiness to work with. But outside of the accounts you've heard tonight, what do we know about some of the other jobs and endeavors he's undertaken over the years? I would like to, in a highly fictionalized fashion, to highlight some of these over the years. He was born on June 20th, to a slightly confused Western Tennessee couple whose original intent was merely to have joined the Columbia Record Club. They were ecstatic to have received a baby instead, as it was less of a long-term commitment. Next. This, as we've seen over here, was a band that he was in with his brother Jeff and some others. What you may not know is that they went on an extended Japanese tour of covering other band songs. They were known as the Rhythmic Insects. Performing such culturally inappropriate hits as Let It Be, In My Life, and I Want to Hold Your Hand. Also, Yarrow Submarine was a huge hit. You can look, please, next. In the 70s, he really caught on to saving nature, as he always liked to spend a lot of time out in nature. And he had made an attempt to be kind of a spokesman for protecting the trees. He didn't quite make it to that level, as he took it a little too literally tree hugging. He made friends with the trees, he spoke to the trees, and they did, however, use this candid shot of him for some publicity. It's him having a heartfelt conversation with his friend and close confidant, Spruce Jenner. Next. Well, then the 80s happened. You've heard some stories about how he behaved in the 80s. This is the only surviving documentation of his foray, or his attempted foray, into the realm of children's TV. I think you can guess why that didn't work out. Go ahead next, if you would. I don't know if you can all see this, but that says St. Dennis. This was part of his ill-fated petition for sainthood in the 90s, which may or may not have failed for two reasons: the excessive use of puns, and the minor side note that he's not Catholic. Now, the Archdiocese was very gracious in their reply. They thanked him for wanting to spread the love of Christ and the joy that we all share in the fellowship of the church. But they weren't quite sure there was a real need in the world for a patron saint of good comedy. Although they did say that he had met the requisite for one miracle for sainthood, and that is the miracle that people still found puns funny. And in closing, if you would go to the next one. Pray for his health, as some things are slipping. This is body cam footage from his arrest yesterday. This was in the walk-in freezer of a Piggly Wiggly, where he was arrested for 15 counts of public indecency and the destruction of 2 rubber chickens. And that's where we are now. We're fearful for what the next decade holds. But we're happy with it, Dan. We're happy with you. We're happy to. So, happy birthday, and I love you. Thank you for all the cards you perpetrated on me. So if there's anyone else that would like to take a whack at it, anybody? Oh boy! Yes.
I'm going to be very gentle.
Okay, thank you.
We went to high school together and had many lovely times with the group. But about the fireworks, you need to picture the fireworks scene. There were several trailers and tents in this area right on the border of Memphis and Mississippi. And we worked the seasons. We worked summer, July 4th, and we worked Christmas. But we worked constantly. We went there, we slept in these funky trailers. We took our baths in the sinks of the McDonald's. We ate nothing but McDonald's for 2.5 weeks, and we emerged with $2,000 apiece. And it put me through college, put all of us through college. But we were very funky by the end. There's a lot that I can't tell about. But you just have to picture how very funky it was. Yeah. Yeah. That was a bit of a mishap that almost burnt down the border of Memphis and Mississippi. But so Dennis enjoyed getting people's attention in Memphis by doing funny things and outrageous things. So
Every once in a while, not.
one time he came to visit in New York, and David, you were working at the record store.
I was moving to New York and just going in to meet.
Yeah. So, and the three of us were in there, and you thought that you would have a little fun and, just spice up people's life for a few moments. And you remember, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Actually, I don't. Seriously?
Well, there's some pictures we've seen that give a general hint of the behavior. But it was a deeply disappointing moment for you because nobody cared. This was Manhattan, and people just went to looking at their records. They didn't care. They couldn't care less. They ignored you, and you were so deflated. Do you remember that?
There was a photo of you. I've given a check at MoMA. You should look at.
Streaking?
No. There's a photo from MoMA where you're trying to get people's attention at MoMA. Check that.
It's New York. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a different audience in New York.
Yeah.
But we laughed at
You
you.
were laughing at me.
At you.
Yeah.
And that's about the only story I can think of that I can really share.
Are you trying to say that I didn't have clothes on? Is that what you're trying to say?
You said it, I didn't.
I'm stunned. You guys got me. Baby, thank you all so much, and thank everybody here. This is such a varied group of friends and people I've known all my life, some for a short while. And this is a sweet, sweet congregation. I thank CTK and those involved here for allowing us to be here. This is a very, very kind gesture. And the other day, when you get on Facebook, you get birthday wishes and people responding, and it's very, very sweet when people do that. When they acknowledge, especially, I don't know, 65? You look at me, how in the world did that happen? I guess you guys know me well enough to know I'll never act my age, whatever age that may be. But nonetheless, when people will post birthday wishes and reminding you of things you did. And quite frankly, folks, honestly, half the things that people say, I don't remember. Not that I'm losing it, I just don't remember all of these stories. But I'm very grateful for the people who have said happy birthday and all this. But point being that the other day, so others were kind of sending some belated happy birthday wishes. And of course I had to, every once in a while I might do a pun, a play on words, whatever. And I said, look, I thank you folks, but don't send me any more birthday fish. That's good comedy. I mean, that's good comedy. I'm sorry, because birthday wish, birthday fish, they're not kidding. That's okay. That's okay. Tonight, you'll go home and go, wait a second, fish rhymes with wish. That's good. That's good stuff. So anyway, in the aftermath of it, my wife had also put something to the effect that about, I believe it was Mark Twain, maybe? Yeah. And the gist of it, and I paraphrase, the fact that a man who has friends, you're blessed. And when I walked in tonight, and that was the first thing that came to my mind. You folks are so sweet, so kind. Thank you. I can't express that enough. Your being here, and family and everybody traveling from hither, thither, and yon, and flying in. And I know all the preparation that went into this, because quite frankly, I was, and honest to God, I was completely stunned. The other day in the car coming back from Alabama, I went, wait a second, you're not doing something, and then because of some other things going on, and we have other plans, and going back to Alabama to see my father-in-law, and it got lost in the shuffle. I forgot about it. And then when I thought Linda had called because Linda's doing some stuff, and I thought it was something to do with the wedding and doing flowers and stuff. And so my wife had gone, and I went, well, that's fine. I got to practice this afternoon with a good buddy of mine. We've done a lot of group things together. And then my son says, I said, well, let's leave by 7. He said, well, let's leave a little bit earlier just in case of traffic. I went, okay. He said, by the way, John Marsh, our music minister, called me. I've got a funeral tomorrow. So I've got to go by and pick up the music. Well, that's fine. We go right by there, all the way to Stony River, I thought. Mm-hmm. And so they had me completely. So when we walked in, I went, well, I know there's a lot of functions at church. I didn't know anybody would be here on Friday night. But we walked in, and my son, being the actor, kind of looked into the office, didn't see anything. He said, well, maybe John's back there. I said, okay. So I'm just kind of following along and looking for a place to spit my gum out. I didn't think, I figured twice about it. And we walked in, and I truly was completely hook, line, and sinker. So again, in closing, I thank you all so much. I love you, and I look at everybody here, and I think of all the things that we have done together in ministry or in fun, whatever the case may be, and you all are so very, very sweet. And again, a man who has friends is very blessed. Thank you.